All right, let's get this down. Get rid of this mess. Damn, it's still playing. All right. All right, it's Karma Israel 1111, and I'm back at you again with another video. We'll go ahead and get started and get right into it. Karmic Narcissist mother panicking, unable to secure new supply from money or new youth to drain. Meaning, there's a karmic, and anybody who don't know what a karmic is, first of all, let's get that out the way. For those who are just getting into spirituality, I've been into spirituality my whole life. Everybody else went the religious route. I've never been religious. I'm never going to be religious. I'm spiritual, period. And this one is no better than the other, long as you take it real, take it seriously, period. I don't care what people think. I don't care. None of that matters. All right. So, for those who don't know, and for those who may have found this by coincidence, uh, meaning, let's go ahead and get into this first of all so that you'll know. Oh, some smell good. Smells real good. Um, Definition. Let's do it like that. Mm, let's do this. Duh. All right. Not karma relationships. Ah, there we go. Let's look at that. Hopefully, I'm still sharing the same thing. But 8 signs your family is karmic. Continual drama and conflict. Do you come from a family that has a lot of bullshit in it? Where the head honcho in charge is pretending that they don't know what's going on in the family, which is normally the karmic narcissistic mother. The sis stay big ass in the background, act like they don't know what's going on while triangulating the whole thing. Triangulating means telling one person this, telling another person that, sitting back and watching them argue, knowing that you are the common denominator for the arguments. Triangulation. And then gaslighting is when the person plays stupid, flips it around, makes the other person question their sanity and their truth, makes them even wonder if what they're saying is even valid, all while being the wrong person to get things to go in their favor. So if there's a lot of arguing, drama, messiness, abuse, drunks, alcoholics, drug addicts, people seem to like that, take up for them, won't get them any help. But then the people who try to go the right route, they seem to be the wrong people. Yeah. Then you come from a karmic family and you're the one meant to break it. You're the generational curse breaker. Feel like an outsider? Do you notice when you were a kid, like I was, I noticed this around the age of, I say around 7, when me and my older cousin, which is 3 years apart, he's about, when I was 7, he was 9, we would have deep conversations at that young age about how we were not going to be anything like our families and that we were never going to have kids at all. We were going to end it at the age of 7 and 9. And I meant that. I'm child free. I'm never breeding. I am an asexual. So I'm not even laying with people. Okay. I'm not bringing any of that shit, none of that going on over here. So the family line will die off. And the only way it's going to continue is with whoever gonna keep breeding, but it won't be me. All right. Anyway, so we noticed the repeating cycles in the family of abuse, child abuse and shit like that, and women in the family picking the worst dudes possible that they can find out of a lineup. It's almost like they chose the dudes that either were financially inadequate or financially unaware, out of the dudes who had things going on for themselves, out of the guys who had good health, out of the guys who had a good, strong mind on them, they chose the dudes who had absolutely nothing because a lot of the women in the family wanted to have control, meaning that they wanted to be the only one. Meaning that they wanted to be the only one that person saw. They figured if they picked the dude who wasn't conveniently or attractive to other people, she probably thought that they had low self-esteem and that once they brought their beauty to this dude that he would have never seen anything like that before. And like most narcissists think that she'll be able to manipulate him, train him or something like that, put him on puppet strings. And he'll just be so love struck by her beauty that he'll do anything she says. That normally backfires on a lot of these women in the family for karmic mothers and karmic fathers, but we're talking about karmic mothers because once the dude gets with a woman that's so-called pretty, for women, if you're so beautiful, then why do you need someone to feel ugly so that you could be the only one and that that person is wrapped around your finger. You would be not intimidated of someone that's equally attractive. You wouldn't need to find someone who you think is less good looking than you so that they can just be immersed in your looks wrapped around your finger to get all their money. A lot of you all who come from karmic families with a karmic narcissistic mother did not like or wasn't even attracted to your father. They wanted his money, and if he didn't have money when he met him, when she met him, she figured that she could manipulate him to improve and do better and better to give her all the money. She seen potential, meaning that if the dude, she seen dudes that was already there, got their shit going on, look good, smell good, good hygiene, good health, that intimidated her because she knew that that guy had other women looking at him and she wanted to be the only one. A lot of these narcissistic mothers, they will talk like this. They want to be the only one aware. Okay. So she purposely went for a dude that she was not attracted to, that no one else was looking at. All right. That didn't have money going on so that she can latch onto him, boost his head up, make him do better, but not better enough to leave her. Better enough to bring all his money back to her and be wrapped all up in her face like a slave, like a pet, like a puppy or something, so that she can drain him of all his resources and then throw him to the side when she's done. Okay. The kids was a no factor. If you come from a narcissistic mother, you knew about this shit since the age of 7, like I did. Ever since I was 7 years old, I never had any connection with my mother. I never will. There was no connection. When she dies, I won't feel a thing. She's been dead in my head since what, 2000. She's been dead. She's just alive, right? So for those who know, you know. For those who are like, that's your mother, shut up before I slap you. All right. Anyway, so these type of women did not was not attracted to the father, did not have any connection, any bond with him. It was all a money making scheme for why they even got with these type of dudes. And so when people are in public with them, with these type of narcissistic mothers or karmic mothers, they choose dudes so that when they're in public with them, they shine even brighter. So when people are like, "Dang, why you with him? Why you with him?" Or, "Dude, you lucky, man. Look how you got her. How you got her." That boosts their ego. All right. So it's a two-way street. They choose dudes who don't have anything going for themselves, no money, no real, no attractiveness. They're not attractive to her, but she picks him to make herself look good, even though it'll make her look bad because he don't got no money. But she feels like she can get in his ear, pump him up, make him get a little bit more. She know all that money coming to her because he wrapped around her finger. But when they're in public, people are only looking at her. They're not looking at him. They're looking at her. And when they look at her and look at him, they're like, "Why you choose him?" But when they telling him, "Oh man, you lucky to get her. You better act right." You got a lot of people lying. It plays into the narcissistic mother's mindset. It plays into feeds them. They get fed. That's the supply, constant supply. And yeah, if the narcissistic mother, karmic mother, is in a condition or a situation, they're not strong. They're not mentally strong. They're not go getters the way you think. They need to latch onto others, including their own children's, everybody around them. They latch, they're codependent, but they use their looks. So people don't think so. They can dress it up. They normally neglect their kids. They don't take good care of their kids. They don't take care of anything, their hygiene, their clothes, nothing. You got two types. Some of them do and some of them don't, right? It's all about them. So all that money goes to them. They don't quote unquote waste it on anything. If it's any dental, anything, they tell the kid to go sit down somewhere, take an Advil, we gotta save, punish them for getting cavities or something like that, but also doesn't feed them nutritious meals. It's all about image to them. So they save a lot by not even investing in the kids because the kids was a pawn on a chessboard. The kids was collateral to keep that dude stuck with her so that he cannot go far because she got to take care of the kids. It's chess move. She did not like or value those kids. Those kids was a reminder of him. Okay. Once she's done with him, she's going to either throw them kids to the curb, neglect them, abuse them, or pretty much exist without them. They'll be raising themselves. Okay. So these are signs you come. And this is going to be continuous in the family line. If you notice it, as far as patterns repeating, lack of love and support, controlling or manipulative behavior, uh, left energetically and emotionally drained, unequal energy exchange. All right. Nothing is balanced with narcissist. Nothing is balanced with the narcissistic family line. Nothing is balanced with narcissist, period. Nothing is balanced with narcissistic parents. It's imbalance from the beginning. Okay. So basically, you were born into imbalance. You were meant to balance yourself. You weren't meant to balance the family. I hate when people say people were born to clean up the family. We are not. the family maid. You're not the family housekeeper. So you're not born. I hate when people say that shit. You were born to clean up and free the family. You born to free yourself from that family. You were born to open your eyes. If you notice patterns at young age like I did, if you know at ages where you were supposedly too young to know what was going on, I knew what was going on at 7. I noticed patterns. I looked at people and wonder why they were with each other, why they act like that, why they saw problems like that, you know? I have a Mars in Libra. So my Mars is in Libra. That's all about how I think, like a Libra a little bit, weighing scales, looking at right and wrong, bringing justice to situations. And then Scorpio ascendant, which means, transforming life and death situations, make me even stronger and better. I come back more invigorated and energized and even more youthful. Uh, Surviving things that other people will not survive. I see the lies in the truth, and I see the truth in the lies. I see the light in the dark, okay? And I see the dark in the light, by having that Scorpio rising. Plenty of air and fire, no water, no earth. Just, so everything is just light. And, the only heaven is a Scorp. So a lot of you all were able to see these patterns and change them. You were born to change. You were born to be different. You weren't born to do what they did. You weren't born to if you're a woman, you weren't born to be like your fucking mother, grandmother, or great-grandmother. You weren't born to be like none of them. Their life was their life, but you have yours. You're not enmeshed. You're not tied by the umbilical cord to these people. You're your own person. You're not born to keep the culture going. Fuck that. You're born to open your eyes. You're not born to keep the culture going. All that bullshit, the stupid shit. The culture will survive without you. You're not a hole. You're not a portal to keep bodies pumping and falling and squirting out to keep this shit going. When you see this shit is trash, you see that shit is trash, you see it's garbage and karmic, why the fuck would you keep that going? You are meant to set yourself free. Okay. You are meant to look at that shit and know that certain things need to stop. Okay. And a lot of us are in every bloodline. We're in a lot of different family lines. And there are a few of us and all across the world. Not many of us are out here. There are a few of us. Okay. So people will hate your ass for that too because they can see it on you. They can tell that you're not going to keep it going. No amount. They can't bully you. They can't persuade you. They can't manipulate you. Okay. We're not missing out on shit. But this trash, we don't want that trash. Okay. So you're meant to break the trashy cycles by being aware of it. And because you're aware of it, you broke them trashy ass cycles. Okay. I have to let you know what this is about first to give you these 8 signs to see if your family is karmic. So that if you see these things and your eyes are open and you're the type of person that's like, nah, that's not going to be me. I'm going to change this shit. I see that something is wrong. I don't want to be the one to continue this shit. Then you see. Okay. You see. All right. You're not crazy. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to that. Get to this. Where we at? Get this going. I don't wanna how do I do oh yeah. Move this. Okay now. Now let's get to that. Let's see. You're different, most likely. Very creative, very authentic, very original, very. You're not anything. If you're watching, you're nothing like your family. And if you're a woman, you're nothing like your fucking mother. Ugh. If she's a narcissist, you're nothing like that motherfucker. Don't ever think you are. She's a portal. That's it. You don't owe her no favors. She chose the if. Remember that. Everybody chooses the if. Nobody made them. Now, if somebody made them do something, that's another story. But still, they got to go get some help. Okay? They got to get some help. Not to be, insensitive, but you have your own life. If you spend your life attaching to motherfuckers you've outgrown, you won't live your life any way you want. If you live your life for your motherfucking culture, your culture got to save theyself. Okay? We're not conjoined by the mind. We're not conjoined by the head. We're not here to lift everybody else up and be stupid as fuck doormats. And you look up your life gone because you don't live for everybody else. It's stupid. It's no nice way to put it. Okay? All right? So you can go a different route. You can keep walking and never look back. Like I said, a lot of people been dead in my head since 2000. Like, well, you died to me, you're dead. You're a ghost. You're walking, but you're dead to me. I feel nothing for you. I wish you well, but there's nothing to resolve here. Ain't no grudges held. I done already feed myself. Gone on, go to the light or something, get reincarnated and figure this shit out again. But ain't nothing we need to be talking about. When you dead to me, you are dead. You just don't know it. All right. And this Scorpio rising talk. And we mean that shit too. When you are dead to me, stay dead. All right. Don't try to resurrect you, not Jesus. Anyway, so let's see what's going on with this narcissistic, karmic ass mammy. This panicking. This motherfucker panicking, y'all. Yeah, he's trying to look. Seriously. I can't I can't make it up. Expecting something. You see that? See that car in the back? They may be getting shit seized. They may be about to see house might be getting lost, car might be getting lost. They expecting some shit. They watching they and they running, avoiding runner. She's a runner. She's a track star. Shit catching up with them. And see this person gray headed. Nothing wrong with being gray, but this person old. I keep hearing what time keep on slipping. No, it's something else. It's something about. It's something that almost came through. Damn it, man. It's everybody wants to rule the world. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Something. We will find you. Basically, okay, that's what I'm picking up. Everybody wants to rule the world. This person's karma is not only getting old, everybody will. It's all in the way that you age. You can age gracefully, take care of yourself, take care of your health, live the life you want to live, not live on nobody else's term, regardless of what they have to say, and look good as hell and feel good as hell. Or you can just fuck your life up, fuck people over, use people, take advantage of people, pop out kids you don't want from dudes you never liked or women you never liked, not take care of your own kids, not take care of responsibilities, run around using your ass for everything, then hide behind religion and the Bible, thinking that's going to save you only to get old, decrepit, run off everybody because you've used them all, and then expect people to come and take care of you. When you get caught in lies, take off running. All right. This person is an avoidant. Person could be a Pisces. They are escapism. Yeah, it does say runner, escape, avoidant. Okay. Could be Piscean. Pisceans, that's their trait, dark sided trait of Pisces. Not normally. If they're elevated, they could be like Erica Badu when they're like in sync with what they need to do. Uh Pisces is in alignment with what they need to be doing, the creativity, the embodiment of all astrological signs. The Pisces is every last one of them. They're the last sign. So when they're in alignment, they are creative, original, authentic. When they're not in alignment, they are manipulative, avoidant, runners. They are escapism. They drink a lot. They drug a lot. They use vices a lot. They become liars. They become wishy-washy. They become manipulative, vindictive, malicious, two-faced when they're on the dark side. When they're on the light side, just look at somebody like Erica Badu, constantly changing, constantly evolving. The reason why they change so much when they're in alignment is because they are the embodiment of all 12 signs, right? They literally have embodied every last one of them. So they're constantly changing and elevating at a fast rate when they're in alignment with themselves. They can be good people. When they are fucked up individuals, they on the dark side of Pisces, they can pretty much be very dark for the simple fact they are, once again, if they're the embodiment of all 12 signs, that means on their dark side, they're the embodiment of the dark side of all 12 signs. That's why they can be so manipulative and they take off running, ruled by Neptune, which is the illusion in the fog, right? So you have somebody who could be Piscean. If not Pisces, they operate very dark sided Piscean. Okay. And this is who she is. She is expecting something not good. Okay. She's running and avoiding things that she should be taking care of because she feels like somebody should be taking care of her. And nobody, she shouldn't have to do that. Yeah. These are the type of people that turn to their kids in the end when they old and decrepit, expecting to live off them. Look, I'm telling you, find fucked up money. Okay. Okay. Look at that. That money is on lock. Okay. This is a karma, man. Old age, no plan, nothing saved, done people wrong, users, liars, manipulative, vindictive, two-faced bit. Okay. You treat your kids like shit. You ran through people for dough. You use your body as, a petri dish pretty much. You used everybody around you, you're a user, and now You've reached your old age. You have nothing to show for old age but your gray ass hair and your crumpled up fucking skin because you didn't take care of yourself. You didn't take care of your health. You didn't take care of your body. You didn't take care of anything. You neglected your responsibilities. You avoided and abandoned your own kids. You only had them for finances. And now in the end, yours is blocked. Yours is a lot. You used your own kids. You used their money too. You used men in your life. You used your own kids. You used your own family members. You used your own friends. Then you even use people with pity party, sympathy seeking and shit. You never took it. You never was mature about anything, and now you're old and fucked up. Okay. And now you're looking for new supply. You need youth around you to drain their youth to give you life. You probably need some of your, if you have kids that have grandkids and they had kids, you want the grandkids to come around you, not because you love them, so you can drain their fucking creative energy and their life supply like a goddamn vampire, soul sucking leech. In the end, you have nothing. Okay, nothing. Because in the end, it doesn't really matter. You tried so hard and got so far, and in the end, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, right? That's what you get. Man, it's worse to get your karma in old age, boy. It's better that you get it out the way when you're young. You know, if you do nasty ass shit and you out here being grimy, for anybody out there that's a user, two-faced, hoes, you out here getting with people because you want to be a hoe, whether you're a woman or a man. If you out here hoeing, and that is a profession, but you out here just hoeing, you getting in relationships with people and you a hoe, you for the streets. If you're getting in relationships with people and you a hoe, you know, you just want to use, you know, you get with people to see what you can get up off them, your life gonna be fucked up. If you have kids by all these damn people and you only got with the people for what they can do for you, in the end, your life gonna be fucked up. Especially in these days coming up. It ain't gonna be no come up after that. Cause your kids ain't gonna give a fuck about you, as you can see. The millennials, Gen Z, and Gen A don't give a fuck. We're not them other generations that's gonna sit up feeling sorry for your ass. We're not going to fuck our life up for you. You didn't for us. Fuck you. Okay? We're not them other generations that's gonna sit up there and have some grown ass person telling another grown person what to do when they grown as hell. They 20s, 30s, and up. You got another grown person telling you what to do because they older than you. I don't give a fuck if you older than the globe. You don't tell me shit. Shut the fuck up. You ain't even take your own advice. Get the fuck out my face, bro. All right. Our generation is very different. It's not, you're not rude. You're not disrespectful for speaking your mind. You're an adult. You're not disrespectful. You're an adult. Don't let these generations tell you that to be infantized in the mind and suddenly turn into a kid in front of another grown person. You just as grown as them. I don't care if they got age on you. If they had age on you, they'd have wisdom. Where is it? They don't have it. You don't get respected because you got age on you. That's the difference between our generation and theirs. They allowed people to disrespect them because they were older, talk to them any type of way because they were older, treat them any type of way because they were older. Okay, take advantage because they were older. Our generation ain't playing that shit. That's the difference. We don't play that. Okay, and they use that church shit to manipulate people. Oh, you're gonna go? No, no. If anybody going, you the first one to go to hell because you're a liar. You two-faced. You're not real. You play people for the other. Okay, you use people. You ran through. You use your body as a bank. Okay, all right. And when that body used up, now you trying to see who else you can use. No, it don't happen like that. Okay. Then you get old. You want people to feel sorry because you old. You lucky you got there, right? So shut up. Uh, yeah, man. Look, devil. This motherfucker. It says demonic, nefarious, diabolical. But this person is in bondage, financial bondage too. They trying to escape it. And they and you see that financial bondage. This motherfucker's in bondage. Let me just see. Let me turn this up some. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. Put my trust in you. Okay, look at that. Avoiding. This person is trying to avoid financial bondage. Okay, that shit is on lock. They want somebody. This person wants someone to take care of them. Okay? No, bitch. You're not a fucking child. No. This person is expecting someone to bring their resources and finances to rush in. and get them out of financial bondage while keeping their eyes and pocket watching other people's shit as if it's their shit. Bitch, back up. Back up, bitch. All them dudes you been laying with, all them dudes you been gapping your legs for. You mean to tell me none of them can set you up right? All you did was lay in your gap your legs your whole life and pop out kids from dudes you know was broke as fuck because you were trying to manipulate someone? You thought that out of all these people on the earth, they were gonna think you were so beautiful they were gonna be under a spell, and then it backfired on your stupid ass. And after it backfired on you, what happened to the kids? You threw them to the wolves because you couldn't get none off of them. Now your old ass sitting up there, pot belly, old, gray headed, wrinkled as fuck, looking stupid, wondering who else you can use. You can't get the supply no more because you old. You don't look good because you didn't take care of yourself. So you can't get somebody to come and sleep with you like they used to so that you get dough. So now you got to sit there and wallow in that shit. You trying to avoid and escape and run off, but you can't. You are stuck in a financial blockage, bondage. And now you want someone to come rescue you with your pity party and your sob sad stories. And oh, woe is me. And they left me with kids 20 years ago. 20 years ago, the dude I was with left me with kids 20 years ago. What you need to tell them is that 20 years ago, you made the worst decision of your life. You looked at that dude and you knew he didn't have shit. You knew it. You knew you weren't attracted to him. You knew he didn't have nothing going for himself for real. You knew he was not attractive in any type of way, shape, or form to you. You knew this shit. You knew you had other options and you were intimidated of those other options because those guys had their shit going on. They had their own stuff, well established, good looking, a mind of their own. And you chose that motherfucker, the other one, with a fucked up family line, dumbass mother, goofy ass family members. You chose to lay down with him. Then you had kids from him, not once, not twice, three motherfucking times from the same motherfucker. Okay. So you can only blame so much. And then you turn to other people to feel sorry for you. You even use your own kids. When they got you hurried up and throw them out there to get some money for you. Then you took their check and you took the dude that you thought you had brainwashed to thinking you so fine. You the only beautiful person in the world because they ain't never seen that before. Then you use your own family members. Then you use the people in the world. Then you use your friends. Then you use other men. God damn, right? This is what you did with your youth. This is what you did with your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. And you still trying to do it in your fucking 60s. Now you old and you can't find nobody to drain. Now you old as fuck and all you did was F and breed. And now you in financial ruins. Then you stole from your kids. You stole from people. You stole their shit. You just was hoarding everything, getting shit you didn't need. Pack rat bitch. Sloppy as fuck. Don't even take care of your own body. Won't even take care of your own health. Sloppy as fuck. So you want to live your life any type of way you want. Get old and useless pretty much because you don't want to be old and somebody that can inspire people by the way you take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mind, got something to offer of value to people younger than you that make them look at you as someone to look forward. So when they get older one day, they don't see themselves as being folded over, crumpled over, feeling sorry for themselves. So nobody want to see, motherfucker. You can't offer them no wisdom. You can't say, hey, look at me. See, you could look like this one day. Cause you fucked up. Karma beating your ass. And your pockets empty. From stealing out of other people's pockets your whole life. From manipulating, being a con artist, using everybody around you, including your own kids. Now your pocket's dry. Now you simply trying to, instead of trying to figure out how to elevate, you trying to figure out how you can use somebody. You can't get on your back. Don't nobody want that dried up shit. And you know that. Don't nobody want to see that shit. You don't even want to see that shit. You use it up. Now you want to sit up and feel sorry for yourself, trying to see, yeah, you're scared as hell. You shook, because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Okay? You shook. You're in fear. The shit hitting you now. Why did it take you 60 something, almost 70 fucking years of your old ass life to understand the damage you have done. Now you old, okay, and gray and dry. And now you want to try to you mad because other generations was manipulating the younger generations. Our generations aren't manipulated. You're not gonna run the streets, be hoes, neglect your kids, run from dude to dude, be hoes, abuse your kids, treat them like shit, and then show you think you finna look for them with dry pockets, bitch? Shit costs. Ain't that what you told your kids? Ain't that what you told them? Ain't that what you told them when they were going and making money? You took their checks and they getting them shit. It costs, babe. And you not even if you did have it, they don't want you living with them. They don't want you know where they at. They don't want you know where they live. Leave them the fuck alone. You been dead. Don't you a ghost. Stay dead. You better figure out how to figure it out. People say, oh, that's harsh. I don't give a fuck. Look, they fit. Look at this shit. They want your fortune. I can't make this. You see that symbol? You think I'm making that up? Nah, I made these titles because I feel it. And then I get confirmation when it shows up. Look at this symbol. Look at the screen. What do you see on? Did you see that same symbol on the screen that I put up there? Why do you think I put it there? Huh? Look at it. Look at the title. Look at that symbol. Right? You see that money symbol? Isn't that what this look like? Did I just pick this out the blue? Or did I shuffle it for you? You got a fortune coming. There's sun behind it. You are the light. You understand you are rising from the ashes. You understand this person has an awareness. If it's your karmic narcissistic mother or mother figure, whether this is your biological mother, stepmother, or some woman that was in your life, if your mother threw you around to someone else, whoever this person is, they knew you were light from the beginning. That's why they made your life fucking hard, difficult. That's why they treated you like shit. That's why they left you to your own devices. They never expected you to learn shit. They wanted you to be codependent. They wanted you to need them. They wanted to trauma bond with you. They never liked you. They never loved you. And I could speak on this because the bitch I came from was like this. And you turned out fucking great anyway. You might not think so. You got a bag coming, baby. You got a bag coming. Okay? On top of the bag. Some of y'all may get an inheritance, not from this mother dearest bitch. You don't know, but you got it coming. She could be trying to force that shit. See, I know 'cause my mom forged my shit when I was in Job Corps. I went to Job Corps. You know, I've always been on my own as far as I can remember, as far back because it was never no stability with her. So I knew I had to figure it out on my own. I knew I had to be intelligent. I could have went two different routes. Being in a nigga phase, I mean, excuse me, a dude phase, which wasn't gonna happen because I've always been tomboyish. And I knew being up under some dude wasn't gonna cut it. I wanted it to get my shit. I said this shit since I was like 10. I want everything to be mine. Mine. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, maybe that was too extra. My bad. Got too into it. Sorry. I gotta get out of character. My bad. So, just one more time. Yeah. Okay, I had to get that out. Oh, it's like a bird. So, okay, they see your light. They knew this shit when you were younger. When you were around them, they were getting all type of lucky breaks. When you were growing up, see, when I was growing up, I'm gonna give you some feedback to let you know I know what I'm talking about. When I was growing up, I used to she'd take us mama would take us places. She didn't like our ass. She would take us to like Golden Corral, places like that, and tell us the lie and say we were under the age of 10. She would just keep us she told me, you gotta be 10. We had to be stuck at these fucking ages, right? So she'd get a free meal. And she'd be pushing her purse, and she ain't had to do that. Fucking klepto, right? And she wanted us to act as we always look younger for our age. I still do to this day. And one day we went, I was always finding money, man. And my foot would always land on the shit. We get out the car, and I swear on only me. I'll open the door, step out, look down, and it would be a $50 bill under my right foot every fucking time. 50, 100. I was the one. This always happened to me. Or feathers. Or I would step on a feather first, and I swear, sometime during that day, I would end up stepping on money. My mom noticed the shit. I didn't think none of it. I was always collecting feathers when I was younger. I love feathers, right? That's symbolic of balance, Libra, justice, all right? It's symbolic. It's symbolism. It's the justice card, number 11. And I am a master number 11, too. I'm one of the master numbers. You have 11, 22, 33, and 44. I'm an 11. So I'm the gateway that opens up for the others to come through. 22, 33, and 44. Master number 11s are very blunt. We channel quickly. We pick up on people fast. You can't play us. We know right from wrong. We can tell fake from real. We can tell a bitch from somebody solid. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay. So you probably were like that too. Very lucky. When you were growing up, you probably noticed a lot of things that was happening for her. She'd get herself out of shit out the tree and you like shit. Or your siblings like shit. And using you all. It's like almost she was always getting, receiving, receiving, receiving when you were growing up, but she never gave any of it to you. Had you looking like a vagabond, rusty, dirt, thrown away, raggedy ass clothes and shit. That's how you got creative. And that was for you to tap into your creativity. Dealing with a bitch like this. That's why she in this situation back here. This is her back here. This is you, right? She wants to swoop in. She want to know where you at because she feel like she deserves some of this. Like she want to either live off you or figure out how to get this from you because you got this coming. Because all the hardship you went through, all the shit that you broke through, lived through, mastered, by taking the right path. Not saying you perfect, you took the right path. So you coming out as fortune, lucky. She's coming out as bondage. She is in karma. She's old as fuck, and hers is a lock. She can't get access to it no more. You have no lock on yours. Okay. Some of them even took out life insurance. Y'all remember seeing them Gerber baby commercials growing up? Gerber baby pamphlets and shit. I remember when I was younger, I came across this shit on both sides, and you know, yeah, to have people name on it and shit. They were taking out life insurance policies on the kids because that's the poor man come up. When people don't plan, I hate to be honest, wealthy people have this shit already together. Okay, that ain't something they do because I know how to get money. Wait till somebody pass away so we get rich. That's poor man shit. Because people who got their shit together, they first of all they be planning who they gonna be with. They ain't finna be with no sloppy motherfucker in the first place. Okay, it ain't about nobody feelings being hurt. They're not finna be with nobody that's sloppy as fuck, ruining their life. It ain't about that. They're not finna ruin shit. People who got their shit together, they know the purpose for why they're with this person. And they're not just plopping and squirting out kids all over the place, knowing fucking well you're in poverty. You don't have shit. Your pockets are dry. You don't even have good genetics. You passing down shit that them kids gonna suffer with. You then chose a person that's fucked up looking and got bad health and a fucked up family line and yours too. So you got the nerve to be breeding and you broke as fuck. And all you can do is give them a Bible because you know you don't got shit. And then you can't even make a good choice with who you choose. You lay down with any motherfucker. You get knocked up from anybody. You have a kid from anybody. And expect the world to worship you for giving birth. Now that shit old. It's lame now. You're not getting worshiped for breeding anymore. You're not going to get worshiped because you gap your legs. So shut up. Okay. This shit pissed me off. This is how they live their life. This is how a lot of people live their life. Then they expect their kids to get them out of the situations they put their kids in. You bring your kids into fuck. Your kids are born into a world that you have no control over in the first place. You don't have control over yourself. You didn't even put them in a secure environment. Nothing is stable. Then you choose an unstable motherfucker because they look good. They don't got shit going on. Their pockets is dry. Their pockets is empty. Their family is trash. Your family is trash. And you got the audacity to lean your stupid ass back, throw your legs in the air, and let this person knock you up. And then play stupid like you didn't know what the foundation for that kid would be in the first place. It was a shaky foundation, wobbly. Matter of fact, the kid damn near fell through the floor when you gave birth. But you want to be celebrated and put on a pedestal when you didn't have shit secure for them in the first place. A bird will secure a nest before it creates any eggs. Matter of fact, if a bird is thinking that it's going to do that, way before it selects a dude, it already has a nest ready. And they put them dudes through some challenges. They ain't just gonna lean back and throw their leg and gap their legs and just let anybody join in if they got a couple dollars and a nice watch and a stupid ass story with a goofy ass family and a goofy ass car with some goofy ass curled up shoes and that dumb ass smile with that goofy box of goddamn cigarettes and that goofy ass liquor. That's all it took to get some of these women to lean they fucking ass back and give birth. Then they get old and then they want to holler about they gave birth 20 fucking years ago like that's something to be proud of. And your fucking pocket's empty. His pocket's empty. You don't even know where he is. Okay. The kid damn near fell through the floor because it was so wobbly when they were born, meaning nothing was sturdy. Okay. And you had a plan on getting everything you can get out that dude. You know he ain't had shit, but you thought that you can give him commands. Okay, Imma make him, Imma make him, Imma mold him, Imma train him. He ain't never seen nothing like this before. It's what? So you could sit back like this. Sit back like this. With your hand out, with your legs open, with your hand out, popping out another baby, with your hand out like this. Then blame the kids for being born when you kept effing. You couldn't stop effing. You couldn't stop breeding. You couldn't stop breeding. You knew you ain't have shit. But your raggedy ass looks that you thought looked so good that that was gonna change the world. Your raggedy ass looks that obviously didn't get you nowhere. You're old as fuck, and your looks, well, you were like that. Cause now when you look at yourself, well, you scream at the mirror and you cover the mirror up. All right, let's just say it's over. Let's just say it's over. It's a nightmare. Now you looking like Freddy Krueger, damn near 70, because you didn't keep yourself up. You were banking off your looks your whole life. You can't gap your legs and pop out more kids. Now that's over. So now you are actually forced to do the thinking that you should have did when you were 20 and 30 and 40 when you had the opportunity to breed. Now you have to think, okay? And you don't want to think. So now you just want to try to live off someone again. Here you go again with your hand out. Here you go with your fucking hand out again. Okay? Now you wanna leech off your you leached off your kids to begin with, for the benefits. You know, some people were getting benefits from them kids, and this is you, this is me, this is you, this is us. You know what I'm saying? We good. You know, we went through the shit we had to raise ourselves, train ourselves, figure shit out, understand that it was two ways to go about life, using your mind or using your ass. A lot of us chose to use our mind. I use my mind. I would never tell anybody to use their ass. I don't use my ass. I use my mind. I'm smart. Anybody using their ass, you're gonna look stupid as fuck when you're gonna look ran down, ran through. You're gonna have a lot of demons in your soul, attachments to your fucking ass. All type of goddamn attachments and demons attached to your ass through your ass. You use your mind, you're gonna think things through. You're not gonna do anything without a plan. If it's no plan, you're not doing the shit. You don't give a fuck who got something to say, right? That's how you get here. And this and using your ass and being stupid and laying and with your laying back with your legs gap wide open with your hand out as to get you here like they are right now. French blockage. Acting like somebody did that to you, leaning back with bums and fucking losers, opening your legs for a bum and a loser to let them pump that goddamn poverty into your womb, bitch. You sit back and you let this dude pump poverty into your body. I almost threw up. You're pumping it, that's what you feel you're worth, and that's what you allow. And now you think that the ones that came from you that you didn't have no time for, they end up in this situation after years of having to do everything and figure things out on their own. They get here. And you think you gonna swoop your old ugly ass in. Go sit your stupid ass down. Go sit down, man. Cause you nah, you fucking up. It's a lot of people like that. Baby after baby after baby is fucking annoying. They're knowing as hell you're annoying. God, you're gross. Okay. Let's see. Mhm. They need new supply. They can't get that supply no more. You're not in the age where you can easily these people still think they have options. You're 60 something, you're almost 70. What options? Are you looking at options and arrangements for, preparing for when it's time to meet your maker, those options? Or are you looking for options for what to do, getting your affairs in order, those options. Oh, they still talking about dudes. You still talking about a dude. Almost 100 years old. You almost 70 years old. You talking about dude options. Yeah, you better get yourself together. Right? herbal remedies. So this person might not be doing so well health wise. Now they're looking for different tonics and stuff like that. They don't want to exercise. They don't want to diet. They don't want to eat right. They don't want to put the right fluids in their body. Okay. All they want to do is be in a dude face, pop out kids, put their hand out, see what they can get from dudes they know didn't have shit. You know these dudes don't be having nothing. So why the fuck you got your hand out like they gonna actually put some in there? Their self-esteem was in the trash can. Just because they were pretty and attractive when I say they were pretty and attractive, doesn't mean that they have why do people equate just because somebody's attractive don't mean they have high self-esteem. Don't look at their clothes, don't look at their rides. That can fool you. Look at their decisions. Okay? The person can be gorgeous and they're making ugly choices. You got a lineup of people, right? And you pick out the worst one because that matches up to how you feel about yourself. You will lay down or reproduce with the worst one in the lineup because you feel like trash, but you look good and you feel like trash. So you gonna pick what you feel like. That's how you compatible. You gonna pick what you feel like within yourself, and you're going to reproduce with that. Then get mad at the kids that you reproduced and expect them to take care of you because you chose a bum because you're a bum. Okay. That's why you were intimidated from the other ones in the lineup, no matter how good of a catch they were. You wanted to lean back and throw your leg up because that was the easiest solution for you. You didn't want to think. You didn't want to plan. You didn't want to take the other route of intelligence and intellect. You wanted to lean back and play the whole role. You wanted to play the whole role. You want to let some lame ass preacher tell you to be fruitful and multiply. You ain't even have the sturdy ground to stand on. You listen to them lame ass preachers telling you to be fruitful and multiply. He couldn't give you any other instruction, like get your mind right, be stable, have a mind of your own. All he told you to do was gap your legs. Told him to pull his pants down. That was the easy route, so you did. Now you got all them kids. You ain't have nothing. You couldn't do nothing for them. You want them playing the parent role because you're incapable. You're inept. You want your own kids to play the parent role because you're inept. You're not equipped. All you know how to do is make them. You can't do shit but make them. You know how to lay on your back. You know how to open your legs. He know how to pull his pants down. That's about all you've learned in your old ass years. Then you expect these same kids to have respect for you. That's why you want to trauma bond with them as young as you can get them. You want to trauma bond and tell them all about the other parent and how bad they are, and not how stupid you are, how dumb you are, how goofy you are. To keep doing that same goofy, you're goofier than them. If you the one that got to carry the kid, you look goofy as fuck because you keep doing this. Now, if you do that and you stop, you've learned. But you keep doing that shit and you keep blaming someone else for you open your goddamn legs. You keep choosing bums and losers. That's what you said. Then aren't you a bum and a loser? Aren't you a bum and a loser? To open your legs for someone that's a loser? That's what you say. You're a loser. And now you feel entitled to your kids' success when they did it without you. You didn't do shit for them. You the one to put them down, treat them like trash, and have no time for them, choosing busters and losers, running around being a dumb bitch your whole life. And now you think you're entitled to someone you didn't even help with a motherfucker thing, not even a kind, encouraging word. Bitch, sit down. Shit. You a stranger. Stranger danger, bitch. Straight up. Stupid ass. Now they gotta try to get insurance. I'm telling you. These are people that try to like poor man, rich, come get rich scheme. Insurance, life insurance, travel, home, liability, health, auto, right? Okay. Broke motherfuckers pop out a lot of kids with no plan. They don't have plan. A lot of people in this world, about 80% of people, depending on what culture you come from, damn near I say 90% were unplanned. Especially in black culture. In black culture, 90% were unplanned. It just happened. Jump off, sneaky links, hookups, one night stands, dumbass, goofy ass jokes. They got knocked up because somebody told them a knock joke. Knock, 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 knock. Who's there? Me. Open up. You're not look. Hey, dumbass got knocked up from a knock knock joke. Knock knock. Who's there? What the chicken say? I mean, how the fuck? Man, I'm sorry. A lot of us. entered this world because some of our moms got knocked up from a knock knock joke. And why the chicken crossed the road joke. She just wanted to laugh, right? A lot of us are in this world right now and all the shit that we've been through in this world because some woman chose a buster and a bum because they didn't value their fucking self. And all they wanted was a dollar. Cash. Dollar dollar bills, y'all. They wanted a dollar. Okay. So they chose what they thought was the easiest selection. They didn't challenge themselves. They just kept popping out kids. Okay. It was waiting for someone to make it. Don't even help them make it, but was hoping somebody, so she can latch on. Bitch, sit down. Right? Ugh. A lot, 90% in black culture, 90%, 90 are unplanned. 90% of kids, black kids, are unplanned and probably have other sisters and brothers from different fathers. Okay, somewhere. 90%. That's why the culture seems like a joke. And that's why the culture look at anybody that plan like they the enemy. Anybody who don't want to be a baby mother, baby father, anybody who not interested in these fucking busters, anybody who's not going to continue trash bloodlines as a problem. Because misery love company and trauma bonding is the culture. Trauma bonding has become black culture. Not making a plan is the plan. Not planning is the plan. Gotta make a way, right? If gotta make a way, like they said, then why do so many black kids have to wait until they're out of their 20s? Probably just get started in their 30s figures because it take them all that time while other cultures have stuff established. You understand? There is a understanding. Not leaning back with your legs gapped open, with your asset being your ass and your coochie, pulling up your pants so people could see your stank coot. Him walking around bragging about his stank ass eggplant with the mind of toddlers your whole adult life, with your only power being breeding. And you don't even do that right because you breed with anything that cough on you. You will reproduce with any dude that fart on you, sneeze on you, and tell you a knock knock joke with a couple of dollars. Obviously, not enough dollars to take care of your kids. Obviously not. You don't. That's too much. That scare you off. That'll scare you off. If he actually is stable, he might be lame to you. So you're gonna choose the unstable dude with breadcrumbs in his pockets, with no shoes on his feet, with fucked up feet that's turned outward, bad health, and fucked up dumbass family lines that he don't even want to escape from. Typically a mama boy. That's what you're gonna want. And you're gonna talk about him when you don't want open your legs. You open up your legs and you let him knock you up. You are worse than him. And you don't just do this one time. You do this several fucking times. And you pop out baby after baby and you can do nothing for them. You don't plan. You don't have a plan. You never had a plan. And if so, why didn't you follow your plan? Then you get mad at the kids for the plan you say they interrupted. Bitch, you never had a plan. Your plan was effing your way to the top. Your plan was laying down with broke dudes, opening your legs, and hoping that they give you a couple of dollars because you know they don't have no money for real. And if so, they got to ask their mommy because they live with their mommy for allowance. And then you're going to talk about him. You worse than him. You can't talk about him, right? My camera was not unplugged. Come on now. They getting on. What the hell? Why don't stop this shit? Every time you get into some real, I notice this happens. It's the first. There we go. Let's get this right. There we go. Yeah, that's weird. So that means, let me tell y'all something. When this happens, That means this is striking a nerve with someone who get mad. I don't care if you get mad. Okay? Uh-uh. Look at that. Like, does not like what I'm saying. And it's a woman too. Girl, shut up. Shit. Yeah, that's what's wrong with this culture. Every time it's something stupid, they like it. Anything that makes sense, they hate it. Uh-uh. Look at that. Y'all see this shit? I didn't do that. I did not do that. That was so strange. This has never happened. You hear what I'm telling you? It said my camera was unplugged. I didn't unplug my camera. This never happened. Look at this shit. Somebody is doing this shit. Restart the browser. Why would I do that? Somebody got a really dumbass spirit out there, and it's some female that hate the truth. Probably one of the ones I'm talking about. Thinking that they gonna stop something. You ain't stopping shit, bitch. Sit down. Go take care of your get old and have to depend on your kids' money, and they gonna leave you high and dry and put your ass in a nursing home. Like they should, cause they tired of you. Our generations don't play no games, if you can see. So while I can before this happened again, I don't know why that's happening, because this never happened before. Someone definitely doesn't like what I'm saying. You understand? This message is pissing someone off. That let me know I'm saying the right thing, right? Because the women who aren't on this time, no, it's not done. Look at this shit. Look at it. Wow. Something is really upset at what I'm saying and does not like it. I- Look at that. Oh, for some reason, I'm not going to be off. Look at this shit. Why would the camera be off when I want it on? I want it on. That's what I said. What the hell? Mm-mm. Let me see something here. Audio. Camera. Why is it doing that? Look at this shit. And uploaded it a couple times. And it's still doing that. This is how you know something right. And plugged it in 2 times. Not at all. Or maybe that could be them on YouTube doing that. Yeah, go sit down somewhere. It's real stuff that people could be that you can be checking on, like the economy. Check on that instead of trying to check up on what somebody else doing. I'm grown. I don't need anybody checking up on me. You ever notice how grown people try to check up on other grown people? Bitch, I don't live with you. Check up on your own kids. That's the problem. You're not checking on your own offspring and you get old and decrepit and you sit back and want somebody to feel sorry. No, bitch, check up on your kids, not somebody that's grown. Yeah. Anyway, that's not going to stop me anyway. I didn't turn the camera off. Whatever is going on did. Something is not liking what I'm saying. And bitch, whoever you are watching, go sit your stupid ass down. If you don't like the truth, then this ain't the place for you. Okay? This ain't for you. Whoever you are, and it's a female who look just like this thumbnail, right? Your jowls is hanging. Your forehead caved in and your eyelids is drooping like a ball sack. You mad because what I'm saying is the truth, and you probably one of those ones who came across this video, and you were the one who are in this situation treating your kids like this. And your kids is probably grown or on their way to being grown. You use your kids for cash. And you know that your future is gonna look like this. You're gonna be old and decrepit and gray, and you're gonna be trying to get somebody to feel sorry for you. You're gonna circle back to the kids that had to raise themselves and figure stuff out because you weren't there. You were chasing D, and now you watching this and getting mad and you don't want to see it. You don't got to see it because you're going to live it. Keep living if you get there, bitch. Whoever it's for. This ain't for the ones who need to hear this because it's the situation you came up in with a goof troop bitch that was incapable of leading you or anyone else and making plans because she couldn't plan for herself. Mad that you're able to plan your life, wondering how you learned that from someone who was incapable, inept, okay, damn near incompetent at their age and still incompetent, and they wanted you to be incompetent. But you took the steps that it took to learn in life to plan and not just do shit without a plan like them. And they are mad at you. So whether the camera cut off or not, which I did not cut off, it ain't gonna stop this message, bitch. Okay, so whoever you are, you sit your blind, deaf, and dumb ass down and shut the fuck up. Let me see what else we. Right. This is really strange. Somebody, anyway, it says crime, retaliation, cover up, getting rid of evidence, damage, attack. I'm gonna figure this camera thing out and see what the hell happened. Cause it's someone, if you're coming from my other channel and you were over there with some bullshit and you didn't really support, get the fuck up off of here too. Bye, bitch. Okay. Cause we don't need that type of shit. This is for people who need to hear. This ain't for the bitches who are the ones we talking about. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so whoever your karmic mother, narcissistic mammy, they are panicking like a motherfucker. You see how this shit just went back. I didn't do that. The camera's still plugged in. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay. It started glitching when I started talking about what I was talking about insurance and Gerber baby and people taking out insurance policies on their own kids, on their own family members because they're broke as fuck and they don't give a fuck who they got to throw under the bus because they know you don't have no attachment. Some of y'all, if you got family members, y'all none of y'all close. It's because you come from a narcissistic family of hoes, messy ass bitches that's old and gray headed and can't do nothing but gossip with each other. They not a bunch of women that actually had structure and some type of love for themselves. They don't act like that. It's a bunch of old dried out prune face hoes with their hairline pushed back to their forehead, looking like a motherfucking thing off of aliens. Okay. With their wig to the side like Sanford and Son, with their bald spot in the motherfucking middle, mad at the young generation because they are demanding and entitled to your future and your resources and your money and your time, and you need to be taking care of their ugly ass when they were nowhere to be found with you. This is not the elders that actually led. This is the elders that failed that we're talking about. They failed you. They ain't failed me, but they ain't failed you because you came out successful regardless of whether they were there for you or not. And me too. We came out all right. And they hate that shit. And they feel like they need to sop up your energy. Some of them expect for you to live as long as you are. They know there is no bond between you. A lot of people don't understand this shit. There's a lot of people out on this earth that may come from different bloodlines that can't even fathom the idea of someone coming from a bitch like this, or from hoes like this. They can't expect that you come from trash like this that actually do their offspring that way. They can never imagine it, so they don't want to believe it. Oh, it's real. Okay. And their karma is fucking real too. They can't imagine that some bitch will lay down and pop out kids that they don't even have no bond with, and they use for cash. They use their own kids for cash. They use their kids for resources, get benefits off their kids. Some of them even go as far as to claim their kids have disabilities when they don't. They get a check and don't give a fuck about them kids. And the minute them kids get a certain age where they can't get more resources, you know what they do to them? Throw them to the wolves. Whatever. They only circle back when their kids become successful. This happened to a lot of your celebrities too. Don't get it twisted, okay? Whether they small time celebrities or big time celebrities. Even I Show Speed, okay? I Show Speed is a YouTube sensation, right? For the younger generation. I Show Speed is an Aquarius. His mother was trash. His mother was a fucking trash can. His dad actually believed in him, but his mom was a fucking trash can. All she did was open her legs. Was a trash can. She was a trauma bonder. Okay. She was a fucking trash can. And I Show Speed tried his best, you know, to do right by her when she was steadily putting him down, trying to get money, trying to get rich off him, putting down his dreams, shooting down his goals, shooting down his dreams, not believing in anything, wanting him to sit around with her trauma bonding, being the man of the house. He got sick of her ass. He Aquarius. You can't keep that down. He went on to do bigger and better things without that trash can. And then she thinks she is owed something. Bitch, fuck you. All you did was put him down, treat him like trash, and think you gonna get rich off him? No, you ain't believing nothing that he did. Sit your old, ugly, fat ass down and get the fuck out the way. You don't get to benefit from anything that he's done in his life. They go friend of these trash ass parents. Trash can bitch. You don't get to benefit off of anything that you weren't there for and that you did not invest in, motherfucker. Go sit down, drink some prune juice, change your wig, pluck your beard, pluck the hairs on your fucking face, and leave the young generation alone. They have had to get it on their own. You didn't do it. You couldn't plan, bitch. You just kept having babies. And that what you good at? And that what you know how to do? They are like it's a mathematical formula. It's an algebraic formula of how you open your legs for somebody who don't have nothing going. They act like that is so complicated and it take years to discover. Like Isaac Newton and Einstein. They act like it took Einstein to have you lay back and gap your legs open for a dude who pockets are literally empty and show what their pockets turn inside out with no plan, not a leader, and you're not a leader either, and you open your legs for that. Come on now. Common sense would tell you otherwise. Stop. Okay. So I show speed. He's a prime example for this generation, a prime example of what happens when you come from a narcissistic karmic bit that only know how to F and can't even F right and breed and pop out babies all over the place and have your kids. You want your kids around to take care of your other kids to benefit you while you go and be a hoe, while you go and act like you doing the thing and have your kids raising your kids that you did from leaning on your back with your hand out, being stank and sloppy. His mom sloppy. Okay. She said some nasty shit to him to his face. I ain't even like his mom because his mom remind me of mama. Sloppy bitch. And that's why he's successful. And he gonna always be successful. You wanna know why he's gonna always be successful? You wanna know why? Because of the shit he came from. He used his mind. He's an Aquarius. He used his mind. He used his mind and his creativity and his what he was good at. And he wasn't good at being a bitch for his mom. He couldn't do that. He wasn't good at making his mom proud. Fuck her. This your life. Everything she failed at, you not gonna succeed in the things she failed at because that's not your path. You're gonna succeed in what you succeed in. Fuck her. If she wanted to get it, she could get it. Obviously, she didn't create you to get you stable in life. She created you to make her stable in life. And no, it ain't gonna happen. I'm glad. I respect Gen Z. I respect Gen Z. I respect Gen Z more than X. Damn, I don't. I'm sick of the boomer. I'm sick of theirs. I'm sick of boomers. I'm tired of them. I'm sick of the motherfuckers. I'm sick of them. Go, shit. You say you love the Lord. Why you ain't trying to see him? Shit. You keep trying to control generations you not gonna control. We not your generation. These generations are saying, fuck it, we'll figure it out on our own, right? And they use their creativity. Other generations have a problem with creativity. They think being creative is opening your legs as wide as you can until you break your hip bones. So a dude can pour in some kids that you and him can't even take care of. So you could beat on them, treat them any type of way, and go around prancing around like you did something, like you got a little bit of power because you broke as fuck. And the only way that you could feel like you fit in with the rest of society is by laying on your back and breathing all over the place. So you can act like you actually created something because you're incapable and incompetent to create with your mind. Anybody who does, you got a problem with them and say they're not real adults. No, they more than adults. The way you create on your back is the way they create on standing up with using their mind. And it take a lot longer than your 9 months. That's why you pop out another one in less than a year. You done got pregnant twice in a year. Twice in a motherfucking year. It take a little bit more time when you playing with your mind, you create with your mind before it actually actualizes into society for people to see. And that's the shit people don't believe in until it's visible for society. Okay. So I Show Speed, I rock with I liked I Show Speed when I saw him. And Kai Cenat. A lot of these, well, more I like I Show Speed more than Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat cool, but they both are creative. I Show Speed, I like him because of his story and the type of thing he came from, the body he came out of, and how he kept going anyway. And I like Drewski. Okay, Drewski is sort of skin similar. He come from a military background, like me. Okay. Very creative. I notice these type of individuals were always creative people. Surrounded by bitches who only know how to breed their whole life. Breed and fuck. Excuse me. That's all they know how to do. And create poverty for generations to come. They don't create wealth. They create poverty for generations to come. They pass down poverty and disease. Bitch, you could have kept your legs closed and he could have kept his stank shit rolled up for that. They act like they doing something for society, and society trying to cut back on the population like them. And they act like they actually contributed to society by laying down and opening their legs, laying down and pulling down their pants. And you're creating more poverty that somebody else has got to resolve because you are incapable and incompetent and you can't. And you got the fucking nerve to wait around to see which one gonna make it, to see who gonna take care of you. Like they gonna be pushing people down, take care of you. They don't give a fuck about you the same way you ain't give a fuck about them. You were nothing but a portal to pass through to get here. They took it from there. And anybody else who came across their life, they had some wisdom. You were just a portal, bitch. Move. Our generation don't got no problem putting the next generation in place. If they act like they bad about it, they know what's gonna happen because we ain't playing them games. Jump the fuck up to get slapped the fuck down. We not your generation. Stay in your lane. Go drink you some milk, get some calcium in your bones before you jump up and get your goddamn calf muscle split. 'Cause we not playing them games. You don't got enough calcium in your bones to be jumping up like you jumping up. You know that. You know your iron low, and you know your magnesium levels are deficient, and you know damn well your calcium in like it need to be. So you jump up because you mad because you not the elders with wisdom, like the ones with wisdom who don't have the problems you got. You lack the wisdom. So you gonna jump up knowing you got osteoporosis and arthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. What you gonna fucking do? You didn't keep up with yourself. Sit back down for you embarrass yourself, please. Anyways, all right. I support Gen Z all day. I'm right before you. We in the millennials together. Okay. We had to figure our own shit out. A lot of us was forced to figure shit out on our own. I'm not no gatekeeper. A lot of them are gatekeepers. Gatekeepers meaning, well, you got it, you got it. Nah, man. A lot of them settle for anything. Like I said, they let old people run their life. Because they, whatever they failed in life, they wanted to tell them what to do. You don't get a second backup battery life of another human being, bitch. When you die, you dead. You don't get to keep living through them. No, bitch. A lot of them want grandkids so they can stay alive and give them a purpose. You bitch, you don't get a purpose by somebody else getting on their back. Why does somebody got to lay on their back and gap their legs to give you a purpose to live? Find a purpose to live, bitch. You don't get to control nobody else coochie and nobody else balls. You use yours for your whole life and you still ain't come up with a plan. Okay. No, no motherfucker, you gotta find another purpose. Find something else to give you purpose. Yeah, they crabs in a barrel. These bitches are crabs in a barrel. They hate creative people. They hate people to call them out for their bullshit, but they want to be able to reap the benefits off of your successes and off of all of the ups and downs and failures and accomplishments and keeping going and making decisions and going the opposite way. They want to be able to, no, bitch, you not. I don't care what happened to you. So you get in the middle of somebody else's karma, their karma become yours. And people get mad because they want to make their karma your karma and they want to run off into the sunset with your successes and your hard work, your dedication, your focus, your resilience, your determination to be completely focused and tunnel vision. They want that, but they don't have that within them. They lay on their back fast. The men and these women, they'll take their clothes off in a heartbeat because they don't have the ability to think. They cannot plan. They do the bottom barrel, bare minimum shit, which is lean back and open that fucking disease prone uh genitalia that they got that they toss around to everybody. That motherfucking petri dish. Okay. Scientific petri dish they be doing experiments on. They open that up and act like they did the world a favor by popping out something else and someone else is gonna have to show the way that you couldn't. You're a fucking failure. Give up. Don't go to your kids for anything. Go to God. Like you've been going to. You say you go to God? Take it to God. Don't jump in the middle of the thing they finally got accomplished in their life and you come showing your crippled ass up. Get the fuck out of here, bro. They mad at our generation because we call the shot. We call it like it is. And what they gonna do about it? Shut up. You talking to some people who had to really figure some shit out on their own. And now all these bitches want to be in their face. Get the fuck out their face. Shut up. Go sit down. Go. Find your purpose. Obviously, it went on your back. Obviously, your purpose wasn't to be on your back like you thought. Obviously. And you just not seeing that at 60 something? Shit. Shut up. Anyways, they crabs in a barrel. Easter Star Masons. Gross. It's so gross and disgusting. Surrounded by evil. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Property theft. They could be trying to steal something from you. You surrounded by good though. They could be trying to steal something from you any type of way. See, a lot of these old motherfuckers, not the old and wise ones, a lot of these entitled, incompetent, disrespectful, outdated motherfuckers, they actually think that because they bred you, which is the only thing they did, that they should be running your life. And what you have, they should have, no matter what it is you owe them, because they feel like you messed up their plan. You messed up your plan the day you did not use protection, bitch. The day you kept leaning back, okay, that was your only value you had to bring, your good looks and your stank ass. What else? As an adult, the older you get, the more ability you have to plan. Think about your plans. Think about what you're doing and the consequences of doing that down the line. Think about why you're with that person and what they are to your life, why they're in your face, why they're around you, why are you with them. You keep making decisions like you're goddamn nine. You're 70, damn near 70. When are you going to learn? Right? They don't know where you get this from. They need more youth to drain. And our generation refuses to breed. They're mad. They like, well, we want to get what the other ones got. So the boomers is like, wait a minute, the silent generation was able to get that. We bred for them. You wanted to be cattle for them because you wanted to. You were afraid of what would happen if you cut them bitches off. Our generation will cut you off, go no contact, and not see you even at your funeral. We don't give a fuck. No hard feelings. We not hold grudges. We understand that our life is important. You want us to think that our life is important only if you in it when you were never in it, bitch. Like I said, you been dead. Now keep staying dead. You bred your body because another generation told you to. We like, nah, the birth rate can die. Oh, we don't give a fuck. We know half of these family lines was trash, trash, dysfunctional. Everybody dysfunctional as fuck, and then they want you to be dysfunctional right along with them. They want you to pop out a couple from a dysfunctional bitch. Get you a broke ass motherfucker, sit up there with your legs open, stanky, with your hand out and ashy, with nothing to pass down but a GoFundMe motherfucking script. Sob sad stories in a raggedy ass leather bound Bible that you obviously didn't fucking read because it told you not to provoke your kids, you blind, deaf, and dumb bitch. God said, honor thy mother and father, and that's all you said. Now you go blind. Now you illiterate again. Now you incompetent. You act like you can't read the rest of your raggedy ass Bible. Now you go blind again right after that scripture. And I'm not religious, but even I know in your Bible would tell you not only honor your mother and father, don't provoke your kids to wrath, bitch. And that's what you did. So you get a generation that refuses to breed poverty, that refuses to make stupid ass dumb choices like you did, and refuses to set future generations up for failure and impoverishment like you were so proud to do, bitch. Now shut up. You brought your kids to wrath. Dismissed. Fuck out of here. Where the gavel at? All of a sudden they act like they blind and shit when they can't read the rest of that raggedy ass scripture. That why now you can't read. Now you Helen Keller. Now you Stevie Wonder. Now you Ray Charles. Now you wave your head back to back playing the piano and shit, playing the harmonica. Read the rest of that damn scripture. They act like they stuttering now. God said under thy mother and father. What's the rest? What rest? What's the rest of that scripture? Read it. You gonna read that damn scripture? That. No, talk regular. You weren't talking like that when you talk. You said it with your chest with the first one. Say the rest with your chest. Stop talking like you too. Open your mouth wider than that. You know you open your mouth wide like that when you created us. Your mouth was open bigger than that when you were out here creating all these kids you couldn't take care of. So open your mouth as wide as you opened it when you were making us. You know how big your mouth was, or maybe it wasn't that big at all. Maybe he was a none but a shrimp. So I take that back. Maybe he was a shrimp and your mouth wasn't open as wide as I thought. But open your mouth wide. Shit. Don't provoke your kids to wrath. You got a generation. You got some generations here that you have provoked to at wrath. You tried to set them up for failure and were shocked that they made some out themselves, that they applied themselves. You were expecting them to join the trauma bound bitch ass family lines of hoes sitting around talking about, hey, and you know how it is, you know how it is. But I got these over here. I popped out these. Something take me these kids. Take care of these kids. No, they went a different route, baby. They don't need you. They don't need them. They don't need none of y'all hoes. Fuck you. Karma's real. Okay. All right. They want y'all to pop out kids so that they could come and get some benefit. But that shit dried up. I hope they know that. So now they really fucked up. Now they just want to be able to live with some of them. Bitch, they couldn't even live with you. You were quick to throw their ass to the streets. Remember? Remember, bitch? Remember? What happened? Get karma and old age ain't good. You failed. You're failed. You're a failure. You failed. When you're old, you should have planned for retirement. You should have 401k. You should have planned and you plan to downgrade or whatever it is. You should be living your life at that age. Okay. The portal to your womb is shut. So you can't bank off that no more. You can't keep popping out babies. God sat your ass down. Now you sitting over there plucking your coochie hairs. Ah. Oh boy. Remind you, I told you I'm a Scorpio rising, so my stuff gonna come out the way I say this. It's gonna come out pretty sting. It's gonna sting, but it's real. All right. Scorpio rising. Gemini in the eighth house. In the eighth house. So I'm gonna communicate fast. What Scorpio is the rising sign that pours over every other house that I have. So it's gonna be stained with Scorpio no matter what's there. Realness, bluntness. Shit that nobody else gonna say. I'ma say it. I said it. That's the but you gotta respect we ain't gotta respect shit. They don't respect themselves. Stop this. All that shit, everything is changing in this world. Everything that's outdated, these people trying to cling on for dear life. What you holding on for? What you holding on for? You didn't take care of the people that you brought here. You didn't lead. You couldn't lead. You weren't a leader. You're still not a leader. You still looking for someone to take care of you. You have failed big time. You failed in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your motherfucking 60s. And you're going into your fucking 70s. Still looking for someone to take care of you. Still using them raggedy ass Bible scriptures. You still reading the Bible. You keep running to the Bible when you fail because you don't want to face reality. Okay. So you're looking for more young energy to drain. You need more young people to drain. You need to suck the life out of them. This is the reason why people get old as fuck and decrepit. They start looking for 20-year-olds and 18-year-olds. Run from their ass. Run. Soon as you see it, you see that goddamn crumpled up hand reaching out to you talking about, yeah, you look good. Run. Run. ATL, run. You just walked across the stage into a world that wasn't put in place for you. For people who didn't think about you before they brought you into this world. They had nothing set up for you. Don't let somebody from their generation reach their withered up fucking hand and try to rub on you with goddamn skin flakes falling off their hands and shit like frosted flakes. Talking about, yeah, I got what it takes. I got, ma'am, you look good. I could take care of you. I could take. Now you could take care. It's funny you could take care. This individual just walked across the stage into a world that they trying to figure out how they fit into and how they gonna survive in this motherfucker. Somebody from their parent generation is reaching their crusty ass cirrhosis hands. They your fucking your cookie crisp rice crispy treat frosted flake hands frosting and flaking all over the place. You trying to touch on them, talking about you gonna get and this and they say they getting their groove back. You wanna know why? Cause they draining the energy from you, your life. They got kids your age, they failed. And now they bringing a crusty, dusty, musty, funky, ugly, ashy ass over to you to drain the life out you, to have you out here looking like them. What type of sorcery? How you out here folded up looking like a fucking raisin. Your hair turn white soon as they touch you. What the fuck is that? Huh? Somebody dead. They weren't even there for their own kids. That's grown now. That's the age of those who've walked across the stages now. They don't know them. Head full of white, gray, and yellow. 50 shades of gray on top his fucking head. Will reach his crusty, molded hands. Your molded bread hands. Your rye bread hands. Your motherfucking jalapeno jack cheese hands. And you gonna touch this goddamn 18-year-old girl or boy that just walked across the stage with all this life and energy. You want to drain them. You're a predator. You're a vampiric bitch. You failed everything that you reproduced because you didn't plan. And now you want to create more disaster and destroy people's lives because you can't build shit, bitch. That go for the women and the men that keep trying to slither your ugly ass on these 18 and 20-year-olds. Get your funky ass, and you mad because they looking at you. If your pocket's empty, they don't want you. And they shouldn't. Get the fuck out their face. Y'all, ew. Do y'all know they have kids y'all age? They did nothing for it. They had to figure this out. This is why Gen Z like this. And the millennials is right with you. You understand? The millennials is right with Gen Z. We are the cusp. Okay, the millennial and Gen Z, it's like 1990 begins and ends Gen Y and Gen Z. You got these crumpled old motherfuckers and like they macking. You should have been macking in the 401k. You should have been macking setting up some security for your kids so that when they graduated, they would have been secure in a world of competition where they can't because of your ugly old ass with your rye bread, molded bread hands. Talking about you trying to match, trying to sound fly. With your teeth falling out like Dame Dash on camera. You try to talk to these young girls, you try to talk to these young dudes, and your teeth fall out right in their face like Dame Dash teeth fell out on camera while drinking orange juice. Your teeth falling out and shit. Your partials falling out. You got to push them in real quick, turn to the side so they don't see that. You push your partials in. Your veneers chipping. All right. Your back molar partial slipped out. You spit it out while you were trying to smile in front of that girl in that dude face. It's karma. Your snap on toothpaste snapped off when the wind blew. Right in their face. Because you trying to act like you got it going on. You need their energy. Okay. They need your supply. They need your energy. That's better than Botox for their old ass. A whole body, a whole fresh young body for this decaying motherfucker that didn't take care of themselves or their kids, and now their kids grown and have no respect for them. The next best bet is to drain the soul and the energy out of someone their kids, grown kids age, and to leave them looking like a raisin, to swap places through the body. And they skip off looking youthful. Now they think they all that. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're old, nigga. Excuse my French. I'm sorry. And now the 18 to 20-year-old is over there looking like somebody great grandma, great grandpa. Cause some old ass woman or some old ass dude, okay, then put that muffle on them. Okay. They didn't put that rye bread on them. They didn't put that raisin bran on them. Instead of handling their shit, instead of making their wrongs right with the adult kids that they have the same age as these younger people that they keep trying to drain. Because they don't understand. They don't care about that. They just want to see this is what narcissists do. This is what karmics do. They spread that karma all around, man, to people who had nothing to do with it. Be careful who you get with. Cut your lame ass family members off this lane before. You know how rotten is in an apple? Have you ever seen an apple rot before or any fruit? Have you noticed it'd be perfectly fine, healthy fruit until that rotten apple get next to it? It start to spoil immediately because it's worms in that rotten fruit. It's worms in that rotten apple, and the worms will jump from that apple and start to burrow its way into the clean fruit. That's why it's not the rottenness spread. That ain't it. It's the worm in it. It's the worms in it, the parasite in it. They will eat through the rotten one and go eat through the healthy one and turn that one just as rotten or more rotten than that one. Y'all dealing with some parasitic motherfuckers. Soul draining old motherfucking hoes that was irresponsible, reckless, childish, incompetent, unorganized, not leaders. And they old with gray hair trying to be in your face talking about what you need to do. No, take your own advice, bitch. Stop draining the life force. Let the individuals be with individuals their own age, but you set it up to where you want them coming to you because you feel like you could have the whole world in your hands and enjoy it all. And then create a world where you want the younger people coming to you talking about that's the order of things. The order of things ain't to be laying up with a motherfucking old parasite, bitch. Because if you did things right, you would have already had someone your age, at your old ass age, sitting up there rocking in your fucking chair. And your partials will fall out together. But no, you want to act like you got it going on and you want to spread them parasites because your ass ain't clean to a young generation and fill them full of parasites so that they all drain and lethargic and fatigued while you sitting there bouncing around like it's cool and like it's cool to see a younger generation moving around like that. You fail, bitch. So no, you're not getting new supply. Okay. You've been noticing that you see some motherfucker that's 60 some years old with a 20-year-old. You're 40 years older than them. It's gross. And they don't know any better because they probably come from a dysfunctional fucking household. You look like you got it going on. You spraying your little bit of you spraying your social security money, some that they're not going to get in their generation. You spraying with your rye bread, liver stained hands and shit, bitch. You shaking that social security in their face. They 20 years old and the world is set up like this and they see where it's headed way high, right? And you bragging and shit. You got your few strands slicked back and shit with grease like the goddamn grease heads from Footloose. You sitting over there in a leather jacket with your strand slicked back, talking about, yeah, I could take care of you. Well, why couldn't you take care of your kids that you neglected? That's the same age as the ones you trying to flirt with now that just walked across the stage in high school. Can't you letting them live? Why you trying to ruin their life? Why you trying to run them down to the ground? Why you trying to stank them up? Why you trying to take their soul away with your old ugly ass? Because if you were old and wise, you should be in a year of wisdom. You wouldn't see anything compatible with a 20-year-old except for being a guide to them, but you want to drain the soul out of their ass. You want to take their vulnerabilities and use it against them in your old age and use it as a form of leverage, only to drain them of the youth that you can't pay for because your pocket's empty. And now you glowing all over the place. So you got to go back for you got to go people when you think about these old ugly motherfuckers. I'm sorry. I ain't talking about the ones who keep themselves up. I'm talking about the ones who's fucked up, who ruin their whole family lines for being hoes, ruin their whole family lines for being incompetent, ruin your whole family lines for being irresponsible, someone who can't organize. You had nothing going on in your life but your ability to screw all over the place and make kids that you can provide for. And now you trying to date people in that age group? You ugly motherfucker. I hope your teeth fall out in their face. I hope your partials fall out. I hope when you try to flirt with an 18-year-old that just graduated, is trying to figure out how they're gonna survive in this life. I hope your dentures fall out. I swear to God. I hope your fucking dentures fall out right in their face when you trying to talk. Hey, bleh, and I hope they just slide right. And I hope they slide slowly down your shirt into the dirt. And I hope you step on them by accident, fucker. Then I hope your glasses slide down your face too. You step on them by accident because you can't see on top of the dentures. Go sit down. Go sit down. Well, love is love. We can't help who we love. Why didn't you love your kids that's the same age as them? You're not gonna do anything for them, but bring them into a space with someone who don't know any better at 18 to 20 years old, into the same house that your own kids can be in because you didn't want them around you because you were too busy hoeing for the women and the men. And now you're gonna bring someone from this the same age as them or a little bit younger to ruin their life. Now you want to reproduce with someone, you want their young energy so it can make you look good at your dying age. You're dying. You're dying, motherfucker. And you gonna take them parasites, infest them into that 20-year-old, have her carrying around. You wonder why the kids coming out certain ways. You're dying off, motherfucker. You don't keep yourself up. You're dying. And you act like she's excited to lay down with your death and dying ass. And you bragging to your homeboys and make you look good. You glowing all over the place. And she looking older and older. That younger boy, he looking older and older. You can't even be a guide to them. You're a predatory motherfucker for the women and the men doing this shit. You got kids their age that you fail. You're gonna fail them too. Go sit down, bitch. Sit down, you crippled, you crumbled up motherfucking vampire. You bloodthirsty, soul thirsty vampire. You so scared of the grave that you got people that just got out the crib and you draining them of the milk off their breath. No disrespect to the young generation. I'm just saying. Y'all, you got brand new glowing eyes. The light in your eyes is what attracts these motherfuckers because they've lost the light in their eyes. The light in your eyes, the promise, the adventure, the opportunities that you have, even though it may seem like there isn't any for the world that you're in right now that they have not prepared you for. Stay away from these crusty, dusty, musty, funky motherfuckers. Snatch they toupee off and run and throw it while you driving the car right out the window so a bird can catch it. Tell them to whistle a song. Tell them to whistle a song. And when they whistle, their partials fall out. Save yourself, Gen Z, Gen A. Save yourself. Run, run. Okay. These motherfuckers want all the respect in the world, but they don't respect themselves or you. And that ain't right. They getting karma like a motherfucker. And they don't know what to do. Instead of sitting down at their old motherfucking age. They looking at people their age that actually set things up for their life. And they don't have nothing coming with them. See, they're around 60 some, 70 some year olds that took good care of themselves. They're good, they in shape, they know about themselves. They didn't took good care of their adult kids that's respecting them now because they want to respect them. They don't know about that. They treat their kids like trash. They were absent. They were nowhere to be found. They were chasing hoes and dudes. The women were chasing dudes and the dudes were chasing hoes. They didn't have time for theirs. So now they can't get in on them conversations that those established individuals of the age group is having. They can't get in on them talking points. They can't talk that talk they talk and they look foolish. And now the people in their age range is asking them questions and they 60s and 70s. See, these motherfuckers don't understand that's what's going to happen when you create kids without a plan and you keep doing it and you treat your kids like trash. You run through dudes like you running through toilet paper. These dudes run through women like they wiping their ass. And then you get old and decrepit and you sit around with people who done took good care of themselves, your same age range, they look good as hell because the creator blessed them with an abundance of beauty and glow for the way that they have lived their life and the leadership that they have had for the kids that they had. They didn't just pop them out with no plan. So the creator blessed them. And you can't get in on their conversations because the conversations they having, you are at least 50 years behind mentally. So you can't get in on that talk, even if your age group is 60 or 70, with the people your age is 60 or 70, because they on some real stuff. You can't talk about the stuff they talking about, like setting up trust funds and shit like that and getting their affairs in order. This is the shit they been on. They've been doing, see, they adult kids, they have stuff in order for them. You can't talk on that. Motherfucker, all you did was breed and read the Bible and tell about God gonna help. Well, you said God gonna make a way. These people got willing attestments. They got stuff in order. They have family gatherings to talk about what and what. They are bold. You can't talk like that. You want to take your crip funky ass to generations younger than you to borrow from their energy, to borrow from their creativity, all while putting down their creativity because you meant that they come from a generation where they could use their creativity to benefit them. You want to come and drain from them. You want to sleep with them. You're a failure, motherfucker. And you know it. You talking to some established motherfuckers over there, 60 and 70. They got their family in order. You just popped out kids from anyone. You couldn't even be a good role model for your kids to show them what that looked like because you're a failure. You're a fucking failure, bitch. Don't you dare tell our generation shit. You get your dentures knocked across the motherfucking room. And that's why we keep our distance and go no contact so we won't have to knock your partials out in front of your friends. We don't want to have to knock your partials because there's no bun for you to feel sorry for. We don't have no guilt trip like you want us to because we will knock your partials partially across the room and you too. So to do the respectful thing, we keep our distance from you the same way you kept your distance from us. Karma's a bitch and it's best served cold and it's real. You have lived long enough to get your karma, and we know not to interrupt. Because your karma won't be our karma because blood ain't always thicker than water, biatch. Now go sit over there and put that karma on ice and drink it slow and let us live our life. Okay? How's that feel? They never thought they'd see the day where those kids will become grown adults speaking they mind. What a mouth you wish you could control because someone controlled your mouth. We not puppets. You feel me? We're not running the church like you ran the church because you were afraid of using your mind. We use our mind. You ran the church. We see things for what it is. You blind yourself. You muffle your mouth for people older than you. We use our mouth, and whether you disappear or not, you been gone. We don't have no love lost, bitch. We're gonna be in this world when you're not. Okay? You don't like the fact that we're creative. Too bad. That's the world that it's gonna be. The world right now is all about creativity, and they can't keep up, and they mad, so they want to come and latch on to you. What the fuck, nigga? Oh, we couldn't even be around you. We couldn't even get a leg up. We couldn't even get a head start. So we had to take 20 years or so to get where people who came up established with real adults. Like I said, everybody in their 60s and 70s aren't like this. Some of them motherfuckers ain't nothing to play with. Some of them are established leaders, role models. Some of them are. And you can look at their family line and see the shit because they chose right and they planned and they set things up. These two one of them bitches cannot fuck with them, and they family lines show it. So if anybody like us, if we make it out of fucked up family lines, we had to apply ourselves. We couldn't be out here with our legs gapped open for a Buster Mark ass bitch to sit up in there knocking you up and pouring poverty into your body and shit, dumping off that poverty. No, you see what I'm saying? Same thing for the dudes. They ain't gonna be out here impoverished with some woman, and a woman gonna be out here impoverished with some fucking dudes and they offspring. You got me fucked up. We finna let these bloodlines die off, motherfucker. You act like that's something to continue. We gonna continue. Ain't got shit to do with you. Karma's a motherfucker. Okay? What goes around comes around. It's better to get yours. It's better to make a mistake when you're younger and have it bite you in the ass real quick. That's how you learn from people who couldn't teach you. You have to learn that type of way, right? Than to wait. Karma is a sneaky motherfucker. This what these are some of these older people that failed their kids, that failed their ass, that treated them like trash and failed in general, that's trying to blend in with the accomplished older people. You can't no, they being seen, right? What they don't understand is they getting karma now. They can't handle the shit that a lot of us, all of us, we dealt with our parents' karma as long as you were around them. When you got away from them, you set yourself free and you start figuring these things out in your life and accomplishing, applying yourself, setting up a life for you, not listening to the world. See, these people who are goddamn motherfucking dumb, they tell you to hurry up and breathe because they don't want to think. These motherfuckers are nothing but distractions, and they ain't even a good distraction. They want you to be trauma bonded with them to have some no, and you like, nah, that ain't the way. Cause see, if you raising your sisters and brothers from bitches who couldn't handle their weight, all they know how to do is create them and think they did something, you would never be out here reproducing with any of this shit. You don't want to. All right. They mad at it. Well, bitch, get ready to meet the creator. You ain't gotta worry about seeing it, bitch. You ain't gonna be seeing too long anymore. You ain't gonna be seeing shit. You ain't gotta worry about all right. You ain't gotta worry about seeing anything. Okay. You saw too much. All right. Bitch. Now they getting the worst time to ever get karma, man. For anyone in this world, if you do something wrong and you get that shit right back away, take that and deal with that because you shouldn't have did it. But if your ass see some of us that come from these dumbass biatches that treated us like shit when we were kids and teenagers and was nowhere to be found in adulthood, all our milestones they missed. These hoes gonna show up like Shaquille O'Neal dad did, and Shaquille O'Neal parent, like what's his name? And Kobe Bryant, rest his soul. His raggedy ass pop showed up talking about let's play a game. I got a tricycle in the back. Shaquille O'Neal pop did the same shit, talking about, hey, is that you? You wanna play that game we were supposed to be playing? You wanna play that game you supposed to be nigga, shut up. I didn't even know you were still alive. I thought you were dead a long time ago. You still living? Damn, why? Go on, lay down, make peace with yourself. Cause I don't need no apologies. Get out of here. Get out, scram. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He should have took that basketball and threw it at his damn head. That's how they look. They come out in the blue, dusty and shit, like the five heartbeats talking about nights like this, I wish raindrops will fall. Nights like this, nights like this, I wish. Man, sit your ass down in that blue dusty suit. Shut the fuck up. And we be giving them the same look that they were looking at him in the five heartbeats, and they were looking sad and looking down. The best time to get your karma. So when you 18, 19, 20, don't be out here making stupid choices. You're gonna see what happened to them people. But the worst ones, you think, it's one thing to deal with whatever you do, and it's another thing to think you getting away with some shit. See what's happening to some of these motherfuckers that's in their 60s, 70s. They got away with shit. They thought they were gonna get away with it because it was no cameras and they didn't get caught. They thought they were gonna get away with it because, hey, do as I say, not as I do. Nobody gonna know. People gonna think you lying. But what's happening is that ain't what's happening. They old. They don't have their strength. They don't have the influence. They don't have their good looks no more. They can't go around sleeping with everything no more. It's hard to even pull somebody. They can't knock nobody up no more. So they gotta deal with their shit. Cause if they were about their shit, they would have already had someone next to them that they were able to think with. They would have used their strength and their energy effectively in their life instead of manipulating people and creating lives they could not lead. Okay. Now they're embarrassed. They don't feel bad either. Please don't feel sorry. Because I'm telling you, you get in the way of somebody's karma, their karma will become your own. No, just like they told us, okay? I got mine, got to get yours. And that's what they told a lot of us and left us high and dry. I know the people I came from left my ass high and dry. And that was good. And I appreciate that shit. I thank them for that. That's all I can thank them for. I can't thank them for shit else. They weren't there for me for shit. Nothing. Ups, down, never got sick. But if I felt a little bit uncomfortable in my body, I felt that way. Okay, all right, all right. Put me on a healthy tip. I've always been a healthy person. Fought my shit on my own. Okay? Nobody would have ever known. Cause I don't wear my shit on my sleeve. I wear a mug on my face though. I ain't smelling as shit because you want me to smile. I smile if I like you. I don't smile because you don't want me to. I don't find that etiquette. I find it fake. So if I'm cool with you, you'll see my teeth. If I'm not cool with you, you're gonna see a mug. Cause I'm not being rude. I'm just keeping it 100. Get out of my face. Don't come to me with that fake ass shit, no phony ass conversation. Get the fuck out of here. We're not small talking. And no elevator pitches and small talk to fill the gaps. You go fill the gaps with someone who gonna fill it. It's not me. If I'm cool with you, you see the teeth in my mouth. If we not cool, don't expect to ever see my teeth. Shit, imagine. Period. The people who had to get it out the mud on their own in their life, and they had to be their own counselor. They had to be their own planner. They had to be their own person to look up to, their own hero in their life, and liked it like that. Man, you can't tell us shit. Cause I don't care what you got. We got something that you can never get out of all the years in your life, and it's called wisdom and it's called knowledge. And you can only get that on your own back. You can learn from anybody, but if people ain't got nothing to teach you this word, some cut them bitches off, including your family. Fuck you. You heard what I said. Fuck you. We not gonna going out here collecting trash in the world to replace it. We ain't got no mommy daddy voids. We out here being our own people. We not gonna go out here collecting the bitch just like you in the form of a man or a woman. For the women, they don't want no dude like the nigga they come from. And for the dudes, they not trying to get no bride like the woman that they come from. If they come from this shit, they gonna get they self right. So they don't attract that shit. You notice how people get irritated with you because they can't latch on to you in the world? That's a spirit coming from the ones you come from, trying to reel you back in into that trauma bond and shit, hoping that you get with some trash shit. Fuck your life up and be attached to some karmic shit. If your parent is a karmic, it's gonna be karmics out here attracted to you. Don't mean that's who you need. You're gonna have to use some knowledge to see straight through them. You're going to have some strong intuition, which we are born with because of the family lines we come from. A lot of us are born with gifts to be able to see straight through people, so we don't end up connected with this karmic shit out here, trying to latch on to you. They recognize whatever spirit that was on your parents. Not yours, but them. They think they got something coming with you. Don't got nothing coming. And you know it right away. You don't care how good they look. They don't look good to you. You could see everybody they done been with in their face. Instantly. You could just see it. You could tell. They want to come around you. So if you come from karmics and they can't get to you, you better believe it's more of them out here that's gonna try to get to you. Okay. And they mad because you solid. So they can't get to you that way or that way. Huh? Uh-huh. Panicking because they can't keep shit up. Panicking because the world is changing and they can't change with it. Panicking because they're in the age of Aquarius and Aquarius is ripping the illusions from people, mind, bodies, and souls. Showing people for what they are, letting them know that if you're not about it, you can't pretend to be about it. If you a liar, you're gonna get shown to be a liar. If you fake, you finna get shown for being a fake. Ain't no more that Piscean shit. Ain't no more of that. It's all truth or nothing at all. It's all facts or nothing at all. It's all it is what it is and nothing at all. Ain't no more being phony. For anybody who was phony and still trying to be phony, they're gonna see, right? If you didn't live to be of old age and you don't have no wisdom, you're gonna get shown for not having wisdom. You can't play no more. You can't play. All right. If you think you're gonna survive off the back of your crew, there's gonna be a division and a separation between the real and the fake in this world. And the fake gonna die off. I'm sorry. Simple as that. The fake will not be able to survive. They will die off. Because there's already a separation from birth with us. Those who survive karmic ass bloodlines, we survived that shit without them hoes. There was a separation from then. A lot of us was Assyrian. Like I came out with, so a lot of us was cut out to let us know we're gonna have to cut a lot of shit out. And we were the black sheeps. Okay, for a reason, and we always were separated for a reason. And now, when you're an adult, you understand why. You understand why you don't want to do a lot of shit. Why you don't want to hang with certain people. Why you ain't trying to go certain spots. Why you good on your own. Why you don't need people like that. You just don't. You are not a people pleasing bitch. Need all these fake motherfuckers around you, bitch. You not getting nothing off me. I'm not attracted to you. Go sit down. I'm not attracted to you. I don't like your talk. I don't like your walk. I don't like your clothes. I don't like shit about you. I don't even like your mindset. So you know I ain't laying with your funky ass. Go sit down. Don't try it. Right? So now you diesel strong, like you built sturdy for a world like this. All that shit made you who you are right now. And now they regret it, not because they feel sorry, because they need you to be easy to be. They still on that shit in their old age. They don't regret what they did. They regret the fact that they can't get through. They can't manipulate you. How you feeling sorry for them? I don't feel sorry for shit. I respect animals. Okay. I like animals. I'll take care of the animals. I rescue the animal before anybody. I'm just keeping it 100. I rescue the animals before anyone. I love animals. I like their independence. If an animal can't do something, they injured because the animal is very independent. I save an animal in a heartbeat before a person. I'm keeping it 100. Cause people come with so much garbage and shit and fucking shit. Animals are pure souls. But some people can do things to animals too. But for the most part, animals can do a lot of the things that people refuse to do with a brain as big as theirs. They barely use it. They still keep using their body for everything. They keep using their lower half. They don't use most adults. They don't want to use their brain. They use everything below their belly button to do solve every problem in their regular ass life. And it come back to bite their ass when they old because they solve problems with their ass. Now they looking stupid because they got to solve their problem with a mind. They can't even think now. When they had the strength and the ability to think, they didn't want to use their mind. They kept leaning back using their funky ass. Now you old and you got to depend on the mind that you can't even really think and remember shit no more. You want to use your ass bad, but ain't nobody biting that bait with that worm on it. They don't want that damn bait. You casting that bait out into a sea of people that ain't gonna bite that bait. They don't want that. That's some horrible bait you trying to throw on a hook. You trying to throw that shit out into the world of people and you hoping somebody bite that shit. You done been fishing for days and nobody bit that shit yet. Cause the bait you were using when you were younger, you try to use that same bait, not to fish women away from it. Cause they're like, nah, we're in the age of Aquarius, baby. That bait ain't doing shit for anybody. Nobody fooled by your illusional worm that you put on that hook. You in a generation where they ain't gonna help you at all. So it's better to get your karma when you younger. It's better to not get karma at all. It's better to deal with your shit straight up. If you wrong, say you wrong. Don't let it creep up on your ass when you in your 60s and 70s and shit, trying to act like you got it when you did a lot of wrong in your life. And now you got to run the church to look like you holier than now, surrounding yourself with a lot of people in delusion because you want God to save you for the things you couldn't save yourself or your family from. And now you're looking for a miracle in the clouds when you didn't provide miracles for any of your own kids. All you did was create them. Now you looking up to the clouds for a miracle. Your kids was looking up to you for a miracle, and you abandon them. Karma's a bitch, baby. You ain't gonna get out this, or you. They don't give a fuck if you gray headed because your hair gray and you humped over. You still gonna get your goddamn karma. And if karma don't play with you, why you want somebody feeling sorry for you in the physical flesh when karma don't play with you? It will find you. It will find you no matter where you go, no matter how old you are. It will find you and it's going to give you exactly what you need, tailored to fit you. Only you. Because, see, your karma may not be karma for someone else, but it will be fitting for you because it's the thing you fear. Like Freddy Krueger, your worst nightmare. It's just for you. Special delivery, bitch. Pick up. Message. And now they panicking. You ain't planning for the future at all. You can't secure new supply. You're trying to figure out how you're going to get the dough. You only want people to come around because you think you can get some dough off of them. No, they're not excited to be around you. They don't want to be around you. They're good on their own. They mastered the fact that they can do shit on their own. I want to tell millennials, Gen Z, and Gen A, keep your body up, stay in shape, take care of yourself. Don't be out here doing dirt to people. Don't be out here laying up under somebody that pop. I don't know who the fuck doing that shit. Who out here popping out kids now? Who's doing that dumb shit? Who's doing that stupid shit? Don't be out here trying to latch on to people for what they have, because it's gonna whoop your ass when you get six and say you all humped up, man. Don't do nobody like that. You gonna get your ass beat by karma. Karma gonna whoop your ass. And you gonna look all helpless, and it's just gonna be just sad to watch. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanna see that. Don't nobody wanna see that. Don't be trying to make people feel sorry for you either. Stop. Wipe your motherfucking face. Because you weren't crying and shit when you were treating people like trash. When you were out here treating your own kid, your own biological kids like trash. You got your blood clot mind. Okay? Oh yeah, you dealing with the awakened generation. We not perfect by a long shot. We are awakened. We see, we were born awakened. We seen patterns in families. We not repeating them, biatch. You understand? Nigga, you ain't getting no grandkid. Fuck you. Hey, grandkid, I want to suck the life out of them. We don't want them. The birth rate's going down this generation. Why you worrying about the birth rate, bitch? Fix the world. We not popping them out. We don't want no kids. We ending these raggedy ass family lines like they should have, but they didn't. They kept on doing it and running to church. No, we dealing with it like a G. We just get creative. We've been creative, and now we put that creativity to use. We're not gonna keep them same lame ass outdated speeches going. We're coming up with new shit. Okay, they can't deal with it. All right. They should have dealt with it. They, instead of passing the buck to someone else and blaming someone else, they should have dealt with their karma when they were doing that shit. They kept on and they thought they would see what happened if somebody get away with something. They get more emboldened and more emboldened and more, and they double up on. They think they getting caught. Now you got a lifetime of karma to deal with in your fucking 60s. Every time you turn around, somebody in their 60s, 70s going transitioning, and that's how they transition, and that's mindset. Ooh. From the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Every time you turn around, they better hope that that ain't how they transition. They done had plenty of years to get this shit right and didn't. Kept doing it. Kept on acting like that. Boasting. Emboldened. Get on the phone gossiping with the old ones in the family. And one by one, they falling off. Now who you gonna gossip with? Now you face the now you are dealt the karma of dealing with it because you can't get it. You can't gossip on the phone with them no more. All of them the same age as you, grade. They ain't died, huh? They can't condone your behavior anymore. They can't tell you what's cool when it's not. And now you want to try to take it out on the younger generation? Hold up, bitch. You're not making nobody feel sorry. You ain't hurt nobody's feelings. We in a generation that you're not familiar with. So I know you don't think you hurt our feelings with that outdated shit. You can't even cuss us out right. Stop. You well, yeah, that's why we got stuff and you don't. Well, enjoy your things. We don't want your things. We'll figure on out. Don't ever think that you done checkmate a generation of people. Don't underestimate us. Don't underestimate us. We're not gonna solve it on our back with our legs open, and these dudes ain't gonna solve it with their pants down for the ones who got sense. We got a mind. Oh, you gonna see. Matter of fact, you won't see because you won't be living. Don't worry about it. Don't underestimate us. We're in the age of intellect. You doubted our intellect. We got it. Okay. On that note, karma's motherfucking real.